like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Handoff from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Over the middle, it's caught. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Sets up the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Football with the run. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Thompson. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
It'll be 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback extends the play. Makes the catch, it's Graham. Knocked off his feet.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. He's got him wide open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now from inside the red zone. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Sayin. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got some room into the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And the defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration. Stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Powers forward. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Yeah, he looks short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust him because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down. Big-time stop for this defense.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Crosses the 30. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
3:25.
On the ground, it's Henderson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. Right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Oh, my goodness, he's not even close to the 1st down marker, and they'll have to give up the football. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. First play of the drive comes from the 41. To the air, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. defense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. And as he throws. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Buying some time as he moves left. Finds a man in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense to get him before he gets started.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Moving away from pressure. Completes the shuffle pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now needs a bunch. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Punch it out of the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's ball. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll be brought down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass.
Wants to throw on third. Makes the catch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. But understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break. Get hats to the football. Secure the tackle. Try to get that football out. Nice turnover. Nice hustle by this defense.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give from the gun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Auburn trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
DB's right up on the receivers. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. With jet sweep pass. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to run for it. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense.
All right, fourth and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on fourth down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
And despite going 0 for 2 on fourth down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Who knows? That might be all it takes. This has been a defensive battle. Both offenses struggling mightily to execute anything, but they were able to put a nice little drive together there. Yards have been very difficult to come by. They found a way to get it done, and finally here in the fourth quarter, they're able to put some points on the board.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. His drive will open from the 15. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Line gets set, 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback moving. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team...
game.